tastes like spicy feet.
Happy Jollywood Studios Day, everyone.
Prince of the Bear here in Hollywood Studios getting jolly at night. So Jollywood Nights, the very first night of this very new party at Hollywood Studios. And you know, if I'm wearing ears, it must be a party.
We're gonna eat, we're gonna drink, we're gonna try as many things as we possibly can in this small period of time.
Yep. So as your number one choice in food infotainment, let's go party.
I'm vegan, he's not. Have a good holiday season.
I heard the girl.
Bear and I stopped at the Sunshine Bar because we needed beverages after the crazy check-in process. We actually came early so that we could do like the check-in inside because we thought the line was gonna be shorter. But when we got to, it was like the Mickey theater area, right before Backlot Express, right after the Indiana Jones experience. We walked around the queue. The queue went all the way to Baseline Tap House, almost to the entrance of Galaxy's Edge. So we were like, let's go to the front. So we went to the entrance and we waited maybe 10 minutes max. So I highly recommend if you're gonna come early, just go back to the entrance, just do a circle, come back in, because the line is like, it's like 2 cast members checking everybody in the park, and it's just, it's not functional. Oof, was that hard? It kept breaking, but we got it. Hopefully they have something vegan. So I got the sidecar. This has Crevassier in it. This is only inspired by going on the Wish and doing the bourbon tasting, cognac tasting, sorry. Love me some cognac. It is next level goodness. Nice and strong, slow sipper. I enjoy this. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 sidecars. Very tasty.
I'm not sitting in nobody's sidecar, maybe the princesses, but I've never been a Crevassier fan. Even in the Busta Rhymes song days. Maybe too far back for some of you, but we come here and make mistakes. You know? I don't quite mind that. It is a very subtle Crevassier. On the sweeter side as far as cocktails go. If you're one of those that loves the sweetness in your cocktails, you'll love that. But it's still got a kick to it. It's balance in all things. I give it 3.75 out of 5 points. Here we have the Pomegranate Whiskey Sour and the Grit Cups that I love so much. It's got Crown Royal in it, so none of the Princess's Crown is not vegan, which means more whiskey and pomegranate for me. You'll never hear me complaining about more whiskey in any regard. Well, that's not true. The princesses try to offer me whiskey from the house sometimes. I do refuse. So, this time I'm not.
Have I not modified that drink to be vegan, though?
You have, yes. Here at Brown Derby, when you come, you can sub out your whiskeys for other things you like to make it vegan. This time it's just Crown. Something about whiskey and sour that goes so that touches to the pomegranate. I like that. I should order some Ron more. 4.5 out of 5 calls.
So here we have the Tofu Bao. Though it is not listed as vegan on the menu, it actually is. Ooh. As is. I didn't have to do any modifications to make this vegan. I thought the slaw maybe would not have been vegan, like they would put some mayo or something, but they didn't. It's a nice marinated tofu with some carrots and some cucumbers. I'm kind of excited for this. It gives me like King Bao vibes. Cheers. It's a little dry. I would expect it to have like some sauce on it. The dryness gives it minus points. If there was a sauce, like a teriyaki or something, this would be fire. But because it's dry, I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 5 bows. I keep hearing bao buns and it gives me chai tea vibes, like Spider-Man. Like, you don't say bao buns, like you don't say ATM, like you don't say chai tea. Like, just don't do that. Just eat the bao and enjoy the bao, and that's the thing. It's like 3 out of 5 baos.
I love that they at least have the option of the vegan bao. We're waiting a long time for the princess to get some here at the park so she could eat. I see a nice thick piece of tofu. They definitely didn't skip on the tofu. Seasoned, marinated. Got that bao smell to it. Honestly, it's a quite good affair. I feel like it only needs like a sauce to tie it together. Slaw is good and crunchy. The tofu is actually well seasoned on its own. But the bao itself is suffering from like nothing to sort of like lube the food down your throat. Even the flavor palette. It's a good try. I want to see more of it. Not just here, everywhere. More baos all across the park. Do not bow down. I don't know where I'm going with that. 4 to 5 balls. More. Now the easy thing for me to do would be to order the Korean bao, so like the non-vegan version of the princess had. But I saw crispy duck drumettes, and I have a soft spot in my heart for ducks, not just dumb. Some of those other ducks are kind of tasty. So you get like these 3 duck drumettes. I was expecting like mini wings, being that it's like tapas here at Hollywood Round Derby for Jollywood Nights. But these are some like significantly sized chicken wings, like $14. For Disney prices, I'm expecting a lot less. Smells of citrus. Take a bite.
Wait.
Okay. It's like a sticky orange sauce, falls right off the bone, nice and tender, but definitely crispy on the outside. That is tasty. This is like something I would eat in food and wine. Not Hollywood Round Derby. It's exciting, it's fun in the mouth. It's all good. Give it 4.5 out of 5 claws. I do not regret ordering these, and I wish they were here all the time. Round Derby. It's interesting. Usual Disney technology issues. Food was good. Your bao was good.
I am a choir nerd, so like usually when we go to places where they have an entertainer with a piano, I'm usually either harmonizing or singing all of the songs.
Yeah, she nerded out the entire time.
That happened this time, and like the pianist was like vibing on me, just like the last time we went to Pato's, and like that was a good time. So like I personally probably had a better time than most because I was vibing with the pianist, but the food was like eh.
I think she's having a jolly night.
I'm feeling joyful and triumphant, even though that is the wrong park quote.
Either way, like we did, we got our food and then got our drinks to go because there's more to do.
There's so many things to do.
Let's go find out.
Let's get all the vegan things.
You heard the girl.
So here we have a roasted eggplant dip. It comes with these cute little baby pitas, which I absolutely love. I wish they served these at Food Wine or any Epcot festival for that matter. And then this eggplant dip is covered in chives. I'm not a huge fan, but let's just see what it's like. Cheers. The pita is hard. The eggplant is flavorful, but it kind of tastes like an old cheese that I wouldn't really be into, like something that I left in the fridge for a week, and then like I was hungry, so I decided to snack, and then I tried it. It just tastes a little bit off. That's kind of where I'm at with this eggplant dip. I give them points for creativity, but I'm not into it. 2 out of 5 eggplants. It's not my jam.
An eggplant dip is an interesting choice, and then the amount of dip they give you compared to the number of like little pita discs they give you. It's 5 pita discs for this thing. It almost looks like an eggplant pudding cup, and not the Cosby way. So I guess it's safe to take a healthy dose. I don't know that I would normally dip that much. I believe in dip rationing, dip balance. More dip than chip, and more chip than dip. Either way is both wrong. I'm stalling because I really don't want to eat this. Nothing against eggplant, but it tastes like spicy feet. 1.5 out of 5 claws. I don't want any more of that. Here we have the Tot Poutine. I guess Hollywood Studios wants some of that poutine game. I guess you can't just leave that to Canada and let's say anymore, but you have mozzarella cubes with beef cube, but chicken gravy. Very odd. But hey, you do what you need to do. Go and get some of these curds so they don't have their way. Get some of that gravy. Let's just see if they went the wrong direction. You know? I never really thought of what the effective area of a tot would do to the gravy. Get like tot in every crevice, a healthy amount of the meat. I really just feel like there isn't enough cheese on here because this is poutine. But I have a total of 5 cubes of cheese. I ate one. And all this meat and tot left. I feel like it needs more cubes. Now it's the first night. I expect things to improve the first night of any festival or party. It's a gamble. You're rolling the dice. It's a straight gamble. You're gonna get some things that aren't executed right. It's gonna take them a couple days. I know everybody wants to be first, but honestly, you should probably be second. This is okay, it shows potential, but right now, it's just kind of average. 2.5 out of 5 stars. Here we have the naughty and nice. I'm guessing naughty is the crown part because crown's not vegan and the princess can't have any. Then you have grapefruit juice, cranberry, a whole bunch of other juices in here. I worry about this because cocktails at some of these quick service vendors can be, well, bad. Very bad. And there's ginger beer in here. A whole lot of ginger beer. I read the thing right before we hit record, and I should have known that. I prepared myself mentally to ingest the ginger beer. All I taste is ginger beer. I don't taste grapefruit. I don't taste cranberry. All I taste is Crown and ginger beer. Maybe a slight hint of the grapefruit, and that's about it. If you want something bitter, like your ex, then order this. 2.5 out of 5 stars.
So it's not mulicious?
It is not mulicious. It's traumatizing. Now the side of this galley says there's good eats in our galley. This is probably one that you could skip and focus on other things.
Yeah, I agree.
I understand that some of you want to come here for the Christmas treat, but there are other things to eat here. If you're looking for savory items, this is not the place for you.
This is not a vibe. Not for vegan, not for non-vegan.
Yeah. More food to come.
Onward! This is a beautiful vegan beer margarita. Let's go baseline. It's actually their only specialty drink for this. It's nice and citrusy. I'm into it. It's like a light beer margarita. 3 out of 5 beers. It's like in between a beer and a margarita. Like you need to like both in order to like this.
Beer mimosa, or beer mosa as it's been called, feels like something that belongs at DCA. Being that it falls at Baseline Tap House, which is California based, makes a whole lot of sense. In fact, this is their only drink for the night. The Baseline is weird. Now you've seen the full Baseline menu, but this is their specialty drink. That's an interesting mixture. But on some level, it actually works. You've been using the bathroom, if this doesn't get you dancing, you might want to get yourself checked. Or a pulse. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Baseline loves these like odd small plates. This time we're eating a tuna ceviche. You got tuna in there, some avocado cream, a little bit of spicy seasoning around the rim, the tahini, and then you have cilantro, which some people tastes like soap. Not me, but you know, whatever. There's a time and place for everything. You got the avocado cream, you got the cilantro. Let's scrape a little bit of this spice. Ooh, that was quite good. Ooh, and very spicy. Not very spicy. Middle of the tongue. 3 out of 10 on the spice scale. The avocado cream and the spice kind of balance out. With a nice citrusy of citrus tuna. I'm on board for this. It's a bit small. It's like a food and wine portion. But being this is a tapas, I sort of get it. I would give it 3.75 out of 5 claws. My only note is it needs to be more of it.
I already have an issue with mushrooms and their consistency. I have been hyping myself up all night to be able to masticate this taco. I am sad and also happy at the same time that it is small. But I am scared. I am really scared because this looks like worse than an Antojitos taco. And Antojitos can get pretty crazy with their combos, so I'm with the force is with me, I'm with the force is with me, I'm with the force is with me. Oh. I spit it out. I hated it. It's seasoned really well, but I can't masticate the mushrooms. It's just gross. It's so gross that Bear had to turn off the camera because of how grossed out I was. That's a 1 out of 5 for me. But if you like mushrooms, I think you might like the way that it's seasoned pretty well, but like, you gotta really like that consistency. If you like the consistency, I would say maybe a 3 out of 5. But for me, it's like a 1 out of 5 mushrooms. I couldn't even eat one bite.
This is one colorful looking taco. I mean, there's a lot of green, there's a lot of brown at the bottom there, some purple looking radish, and it's very moist. And not in the fun moist way. It's almost like a tortilla diaper. I think they're going for the mushroom. It just tastes really earthy, which one expects, but it's like oily and earthy, which is not a good mix. If you told me it was literal oil, I'd probably believe you. I like where they're going. The use of non-alt meat, I don't like the flavor. I don't have a problem with mushroom. It's just not a vibe. 2 out of 5 plus. So this is the yuca chicharron. This is a very interesting way to serve this. You have like 3 super thick yuca fries, a crispy fried pork belly. You have like a yellow pepper aioli, and then like a lime with tahini on it. I guess I'm supposed to pick that up and like squeeze that over top. But like, you just gave me some sticks of things, and decided for me to like figure myself out.
Like on live sticks?
Like on live sticks?
On live.
Oh, on Patrol Live?
On Patrol Live sticks.
No, not on Patrol Live sticks. I don't understand this one. Like, why are you gonna give me this in a cup? It's like, should have been like on a plate or something. I get it, they're small bites, but this is a bit ridiculous. Let's get the yuca first. Let's go ahead and dip it in this yellow pepper aioli. Ooh. It's crispy and hot, a little bit spicy with the tahini. Sort of goes well with the red pepper aioli. I like that. Now let's try to figure out how we're gonna eat this crispy pork belly with it. Dip it and sort of like figure it out. Ooh. Okay. Then you see, you pick it up, you gotta know where to put it. Crispy, the pork belly is extremely well done. It's exactly what it says. It's crispy on the outside, nice and juicy and moist, the good kind of moist on the inside. Just the arrangement of how they're serving it is a little weird, but it works. Honestly, given the size of most of the things I've had tonight, this is probably one of the most significant things I've eaten. And it's actually quite good. I would give it 4 out of 5 plus. Here we have the Oaxaca Old Fashioned. I cannot escape Old Fashions. Everywhere I go, they follow me, or I'm following them. Either way, we're stuck in sort of like an Ouroboros loop, sort of like a Loki season 2, episode 6 deal. If you know what I'm talking about, that's an instant comfort watch for me. I haven't, there's no spoilers in there. That's just the name of some episodes. Don't judge me. You're probably gonna judge me anyway. Ooh. Powerful but sippable. Of all the drinks I've had, I wish I'd drink this first. Usually anything that comes pre-made, like out of like the little juggies pre-mixed, is pretty terrible, but this is actually quite good, quite surprising. I would expect something like this at baseline, not ABC commentary. Now, it doesn't mean ABC commentary gets a pass. I'm still giving ABC commentary every single piece of smoke it deserves. If you can make food and cocktails this good on a party night, what's your excuse for the rest of the days? You're still on my list, you're not getting a pass. The drink, however, it's in the 4.5 out of 5 balls.
You guys cannot look at this and tell me this is not a gingerbread Miss Minutes before she went cray.
Spoiler.
Okay, so without spoilers, just gingerbread Miss Minutes? I mean, I'm pretty sure if you watch season 1, you know she be cray, and that's not really a spoiler. But she's cray, so ginger cray for Miss Minutes. Cause, I don't know, hey y'all? I feel like this is a hey y'all. Wow. Wow. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man lives on Drury Lane. These are married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. These are married to the Muffin Man. He lives on Drury Lane. Only the Muffin Man would appreciate this. I hate this. Way too dense. This is a 1 out of 5 ginger anything. Like, I would much rather do like the Erin McKenna ginger snap gingerbread cookie over this. This is terrible. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. I have a lot of enemies. Not my jam. Not my jam.
Disney, one day you're going to learn a very valuable lesson. I hope you never learn about giving people things in bags, like pre-made, with no label. It's a very slippery slope. These things, I know gingerbreads are tough. If you get like a cookie, if you give me a gingerbread bread, I'm expecting some level of softness, like a pillow or cottonelle. This feels gluten-free. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but it feels gluten-free. That's interesting. I'm gonna tell you, gingerbread bites. I'm expecting ginger-dusted bread, like a breaded bite. It's like a pretzel bite. This is more like gingerbread crushed, like you would like to say like a sandcastle, and then form into a brick. Because like when you bite into it, it sort of just falls apart, like what you would if your evil child smashed your sandcastle. I'm sure it happened to some of us. It's interesting. I don't get like the twinge of plant-based. I think just the consistency of whatever this is does not work. Give it 2 out of 5 points. Interesting, but sort of a fail. Hey y'all, let's go to the trash because Miss Minutes is trash. Forky, enjoy your night from the TVA.
Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Your beautiful vegan zero-proof cocktail, one of a couple that you can get around Jollywood, but we didn't have a lot of time for everything. This one is fab. This one tastes like apple cider, and I'm here for it. I could drink like 10 of these. I would give this a 5 out of 5. This is the Princess Cities item. This is the mocktail you need in your life. Get at the market over by the Incredibles area right before you get to Toy Story. Bear and I got lost trying to find the market. This is where the market is. Just head over to Toy Story.
It has been marked by a lot of confusion and misinformation. Usually the cast members are a little bit lost. Not their fault. It's the first night of a new party. There's going to be some kinks that need to be worked out. Finding things or finding out where things are, where things start has been sort of a reoccurring theme, but we roll with the punches here. And you mocktail fans, we haven't forgotten about you. Anytime you can get a mocktail, we will get a mocktail for you. Straight cinnamon, like cinnamon challenge. Ooh, this is quite good. That's like a literally delicious mocktail. It's nice cider, but like with a little bit of cinnamon, not too much, not gritty. The rim is a bit much. Avoid the rim, you don't need that. But the drink itself is actually pretty good. 4.5 out of 5 claws. Don't mock this one.
So we got a beautiful in fashion with a huge AF sprig of rosemary. But we got a huge ice cube in here as well. I feel like this is a drink for Bear. It's too strong for me. On multiple levels. Too strong on the whiskey, too strong on the rosemary. Not my jam. It's like a 2 out of 5 whiskeys. I would proactively drink this. I'll take my mocktail.
So, an in-fashion cocktail. I already had an old-fashioned, now I have an in-fashion. I guess since you're like near Edna Mode's area, in-fashion sort of makes sense. I guess. I love the big ball instead of the cube. I probably could have done without the Christmas tree in it, but you know, people love the rosemary. The cocktail is kind of good. The rosemary is so strong, it'll probably clear your nostrils with one sniff. I think the Oxy cocktail was a little bit better, but this isn't bad. I would give this 3 out of 5 plus.
You know what I love about this besides the elements? You are channeling your inner Gene Kelly. You are singing and dancing. That is what makes you a Hollywood star. Look at that. Gene Kelly will be jealous.
So that has been Jollywood Nights. Overall thoughts about the event is it's Dapper Day meets a mini food and wine meets oversized dance party.
Disney's Dapper Day, but definitely bring more than one umbrella because Bear ruined his whole outfit not bringing an umbrella.
But the event, I think, has potential. It's definitely like first night sort of kinks thing to be worked out. I definitely feel like you should decide what you want to do, whether it be food or shows, and just do not rush and enjoy yourself. We're food focused, that's your #1 choice in foodie entertainment, but you might want to come and do some rides. You might want to see the shows. You might just want to dance, like the princess did all night long. But we definitely think if you're here, it's worth at least one visit. I think it's worth one visit.
We had to rush to get everything done that we wanted to do, and that was rough. So don't expect to do everything that you want to do, and expect inclement weather, I guess.
Yes. So, as usual, if there's anything else you want to see us do, let us know in the comments. As always, we read those, look at those, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If there's anything else you can see us do, that's always the only place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and if you don't comment, Bear will yeet himself into Jollywood and never come outside of Hollywood Studios ever again.